Hey y'all, I'm back and I'm in the kitchen, so you know what time it is. Today's video is called Casseroles and Collard Greens. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. To this pan, I've added my green peppers, my chopped onion, and my 2 cloves of garlic to start the browning process before I add the meat. And then last but not least, after we get the meat in and partially browned, we'll add the mushrooms. And I'll let you see what that looks like shortly. Now I've added my beef bites, and you can use ground beef in this recipe. You could even use chicken, but I use the boneless beef bites to make it more like a cheesesteak instead of like a hamburger casserole. So you do what suits you, but I'll add a little more seasoning. I'd already seasoned my veggies. And after this cooks a while, I'm gonna add my mushrooms and let them cook down. And we'll be ready to build this Philly cheesesteak casserole. Okay, I'm back. Now I have browned my meat. My veggies are cooked through. Got the mushrooms cooked through. And everything's been seasoned. So I went ahead and drained it. So the next step is to make the sauce and cheesy goodness that makes a Philly cheesesteak a Philly cheesesteak. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the ingredients, and you can follow along with the pictures to get the steps. Okay, so here is the prepared meat mixture with the veggies, the onions, the green peppers, the garlic, and the mushrooms. So to this mixture, we need to put 4 eggs in a bowl, 1/4 cup heavy cream, and about 1.5 teaspoons each of Worcestershire and hot sauce. You can use whatever kind of hot sauce you like. And I add about 1/2 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of the seasoning of choice too. Now you can use Lowry seasoned salt, you can use this nature season, whatever your preference is, it's up to you. Last but not least, place your casserole into a 350-degree oven for about 35 minutes. When it comes out, it'll be delicious. So now that everything is all mixed up, we're gonna layer on some thinly sliced provolone cheese. And I use about 8 slices, and I overlap it so it'll fit the dish perfectly. I'm gonna let you take a look at that. Okay, so now we're gonna pour that mixture of the hot sauce, the Worcestershire, the eggs, and the heavy cream right over top of the casserole. Okay. So the cheesesteak casserole is in the oven, and I'm moving right along to casserole number 2, which is the cheesy chicken, broccoli, and rice casserole. So let me show you what I'm working with. So in this pan, I have diced chicken thighs, and I use diced chicken thighs instead of chicken breast. I like it. It's more flavorful and more juicy to me. But you're very welcome to substitute with chicken breast instead. In this pot, I've got my chicken broth going to add my rice and my broccoli. As soon as that starts boiling, I'll put my rice and broccoli in and let that cook down. If you like firmer broccoli, don't add it until the rice is halfway done. But if not, I add it all together at once. I like my broccoli nice and tender. After this, I'm gonna show you. It's about a cup and a fourth of rice, so 2.5 cups of broth. To this mixture, the only remaining ingredients is the cream of chicken soup, some milk, some sour cream, and the cheddar cheese. Okay, so the rice and broccoli has cooked nicely in the broth. Once the allotted cooking time, which is usually around 15 minutes for the rice, is done, you remove that pan from the heat and let it sit for 10 minutes. Any rice that's on the bottom will release, and all the chicken broth and everything should be absorbed by then. Just leave it covered on the on the stove off of the heat for 10 minutes. And as you saw before, the chicken is done. So at this point, I have mixed up the ingredients for the sauce portion of this casserole. And I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see what that is. So in this measuring cup, I have got a 1/2 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of sour cream, and my condensed cream of chicken soup. I've also added the seasonings in the picture that you saw there. I am one of those that your spirit be your guide, but you fill that up with seasonings, and then you mix everything all up together, and I'm not quite done mixing it. But also in the meantime, while your rice is resting, you want to go ahead and spray your pan. And as soon as the rice is done resting, we can mix everything up and get this casserole in the oven as well. So now it's time to assemble your casserole. And I've already taken the rice and broccoli that was in the pot and put it into a large mixing bowl. I'm now going to add my chicken. And I'm going to add the mixture of the sour cream, the milk, the condensed cream of chicken soup, and seasonings. Last but not least, 1/2 bag of this cheese. So about 1 cup of shredded cheddar. And you can use whatever you like. I normally grate my cheese, but I cheated today. So I'm going to put 1/2 of this bag in here. The other 1/2 will be reserved for the top. A little more. Give it a good mix and add it to your prepared baking dish. I'll be back. Okay, so everything is all mixed up, and now I'm ready to add it to my prepared pan. And this is the easy part. This is gonna be so good. It's already so creamy. Yeah, I'm hiding behind the bowl. Woo. If it don't taste good, I'm gonna keep hiding behind the bowl. No, it's gonna be great. So you spread that out. Oh, this looks amazing. I wish you were here. And then the rest of the cheese. So we'll add that to the top. There's also a butter and cracker crumb coating that you put on after it's done. But you basically crumble up a sleeve of Townhouse crackers and add a little melted butter, mix it, and put it on the top to give it a little bit of crunch. And this melty cheese will kind of be like the glue. for that cracker coat. All right, let's get this baby in the oven. I'll be back. Now you're baking that covered for 15 minutes. At the end of 15 minutes, you add your crushed cracker coat and put it in uncovered for an additional 10 minutes. And you got yourself a cheesy broccoli, chicken, and rice casserole. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with me, you guys. We completed 2 casseroles and some collards today. I'm not cooking for a few days, so there you go. Thanks for your support. Please like, subscribe, and share on our YouTube channel, Bountiful Harvest with Joe and Keesa. Follow us on our Facebook pages as well, JL Bunbury and Keesa Bunbury. Until the next time, let's eat some good food.